Travis Kelce burst into tears, overcome with emotion as all the chaotic, hilarious, and totally surreal moments of his whirlwind romance with Taylor Swift came crashing down on him at once, the tears streaming down his face, his voice cracking as he tried to keep it together. The NFL star, known for his charisma on and off the field, found himself unraveling on his own podcast as he tried to process just how wild his life had become. He'd always been the steady, funny guy, a force on the gridiron, a jokester in the locker room. But now, as he recounted the stories of his love life being compared to a rom-com and his family's antics, the emotion got the best of him. It all started when Travis, still wiping his eyes from laughter and tears, admitted to Jason that his relationship with Taylor was like living out the plot of Pretty Woman, only this time, he was the Julia Roberts character. Jason, never one to let his brother off easy, immediately called him out, joking that Travis was now the pretty man, the NFL's own version of a hooker with a heart of gold. Travis didn't try to deny it. He even told the story of meeting Julia Roberts herself at Taylor's massive Aries tour in the UK, insisting that the two shared an instant, soul-deep connection, like they were twins separated at birth, both living out their own wild, high-octane fairy tales. Travis, laughing through the last of his tears, admitted he sometimes greets Taylor at home wearing nothing but a tie, channeling the ultimate pretty woman fantasy, except he's the one waiting for his superstar partner to get home from work. The podcast only got weirder from there. Jason started riffing on what a Pretty Man reboot would look like, suggesting a billionaire woman sweeps up a lost, clueless guy who can't drive and spends too much time in the mall, and Travis, still sniffling, realized he was literally describing his own life. The brothers cackled, barely able to get their words out, as Travis declared himself the NFL's stripper, the hooker, in the relationship, a role he accepted with surprising pride. The laughter was contagious, and for a moment, even the weight of the NFL season, the constant paparazzi, and the endless fan theories faded away as the Kelce brothers just enjoyed the absurdity of it all. But the stories didn't stop at Travis's Pretty Woman fantasy. The conversation turned to Taylor's first introduction to the Kelce family, a night that would go down in NFL and pop culture history. Taylor, expecting maybe a polite handshake or awkward small talk, instead found herself in the middle of one of the wildest family debuts ever. Jason Kelce, never known for subtlety, decided to welcome his brother's new girlfriend by ripping off his shirt and screaming in the middle of a freezing playoff game, shotgunning beers in the VIP box like it was spring break, not January in Buffalo. Taylor, seated right in front of the chaos, tried her best to play it cool as Jason yelled like a man possessed, his shirtless form visible to millions of viewers and immortalized in viral memes seconds after it happened. Brittany Mahomes, ever the supportive friend, pretended not to notice as Jason went full WWE, making Taylor's first NFL experience one for the history books. Later, Jason confessed on the podcast that this wild, shirtless moment was also his first official meeting with Taylor, cementing his status as the ultimate chaos agent in the Swift-Kelce saga. The family's unfiltered antics didn't end there. Kylie Kelce, Jason's wife and queen of keeping it real, revealed that she and Jason actually knew about Taylor and Travis before anyone else, long before the couple hard launched their romance at a Chiefs game in September 2023. Instead of talking about music or football, Kylie and Taylor bonded over shared childhood memories from the Jersey Shore, swapping stories about sandcastles and boardwalk fries while the world speculated about their budding friendship. As if the family drama wasn't enough, Taylor's elusive brother Austin decided to make his own viral splash. The internet lost its mind when photos surfaced of Austin casually chatting with Natalie Portman on the streets of New York, the two looking like old friends just catching up, while millions of Swifties scrambled to Google everything about the mysterious sibling they barely knew existed. Austin, dressed in a plaid shirt and black pants, looked every bit the low-key, behind-the-scenes guy, but his Hollywood resume was quietly impressive, having worked with Taylor on everything from the folklore sessions to directing music videos. Travis even remembered the time Austin showed up to a Chiefs game dressed as Santa Claus, handing out VHS tapes from a giant Santa sack, making everyone in the locker room feel like they'd time traveled back to the 90s. That Santa moment only added to the legend of the Kelce Swift universe, a place where anything seemed possible and nothing was off-limits. Speaking of unpredictable family dynamics, Jason Kelce started joking about coming out of retirement to escape the future chaos of raising 4 daughters, all destined to hit high school around the same time. The former NFL center, who'd hung up his cleats in March 2024, claimed that facing the most terrifying defensive lines in football was nothing compared to surviving a house full of teenage girls dealing with hormones, TikTok dances, and friendship drama. The idea of lacing up his cleats and running back to the locker room became his escape plan, a way to deal with the coming storm of prom dresses and glitter explosions. Travis, never missing a chance to roast his big brother, teased Jason about his post-retirement dad bod and wondered if he could even play tight end after slimming down. Baker Mayfield, guest starring on the podcast, joined in the chaos, warning Jason about the horrors of toddler years, while Jason admitted his girls weren't technically disobedient, at least not yet. Kylie kept things real, roasting herself about baby names while managing a household that felt more like a daycare center. Jason, who once swore he wouldn't spoil his daughters, now found himself wrapped around their little fingers, a total softie in a backward cap, dreaming of a quieter life on the beach, far from the madness of professional football and family reality TV. Meanwhile, as Travis and Jason navigated their own family circus, another subplot played out in the background. The persistent rumors that Taylor Swift's song, Wildest Dreams, was inspired by Swedish actor Alexander Skarsgård. Alexander, who could have dodged the question or denied everything, decided to have some fun instead. Asked about the rumors, he joked that it was obviously about Brad Pitt, not him, and then claimed he'd actually written the lyrics and slipped them to Taylor for fun. It was the kind of tongue-in-cheek response only someone truly unfazed by fame could offer, and the internet loved it. Even Swifties, notorious for their intense loyalty and deep-dive investigations, couldn't help but laugh at the actor's playful approach. Alexander's clever dodge became a meme in itself, another layer in the endless pop culture puzzle that is the Taylor Swift extended universe. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more surreal, Madame Tussauds went full Swiftie. Superfan and unveiled 13 new Taylor Swift wax figures in 13 cities across 4 continents, creating a real-life scavenger hunt for fans. The project was massive, involving 40 artists working for 14 months, longer than most celebrity relationships last. The result was a display so epic that even Napoleon and Beyoncé had to make room, as Taylor's likeness took over the wax museum world. Each figure was dressed to represent a different Taylor Swift era, from the ethereal lilac ball gown of Speak Now in Hollywood to the gold-fringed mini dress of Fearless in Las Vegas, and the disco-inspired navy playsuit and tinsel jacket of Midnights. In New York, fans could now experience the magic of a Taylor Swift concert without the sky-high ticket prices or the sound of sobbing teenagers in the background. If you're enjoying these wild stories, don't forget to subscribe for more. The wax figures weren't just museum pieces. They became instant pilgrimage sites for fans, who lined up for selfies and tried to collect photos of all 13 Taylors like it was a real-life Pokemon challenge. The attention to detail was staggering, with each outfit, hairstyle, and pose meticulously recreated, turning Madame Tussauds into a glittering, immersive homage to the most influential pop star of her generation. The launch was the biggest in the Wax Museum's 250-year history, a testament to Taylor's unprecedented global appeal. As the podcast episode drew to a close, Travis, finally composed, looked back on the last year with a mix of disbelief and gratitude. From bursting into tears over Pretty Woman comparisons, to being called out as the NFL's own hooker, to witnessing his family go viral for their shirtless antics and Santa Claus surprises, he realized his life had become something no Hollywood writer could dream up. Jason, ever the big brother, teased him one last time about the chaos to come, warning that the wild ride was only just beginning. Travis, grinning, thanked everyone for tuning in and reminded listeners to subscribe for even more behind-the-scenes stories. And just like that, the curtain fell on another episode of the wildest, weirdest, and most unexpectedly heartfelt saga in sports and pop culture.